Hola! Remember, before you can access your Supersite, which is where you are going to find the vText, which is a virtual text or online text that you will be using for this class to read your information and become familiar with the materials. But also it is the site where you will access the homework assignments. So remember, you will need to create an account, which you can do by going to www.vhlcentral.com, and as you see here, you can click here and create your account. But there are also instructions on how to create an account and also register for this specific course in your syllabus, and also I have sent them to you in an email before the class started, and they are also placed in D2L. But anyways, so once you create your account, you just go here. You're going to type in your username or email address, your password that you will create when you create your account, and just hit login. And this is the teacher's view, but I'm going to, so what you would do, you're going to get something similar, but I'm going to show you how yours would look. So you would actually click on the book we're using, which is Aventuras, 5th edition. And I'm going to change this though to student view, so I'm going to log in as a sample student, and here I am. So this is pretty much what you would see. You click on the cover of your textbook, and this is your main dashboard where you're going to see your assignments. Usually, notice it tells you, very interesting here, it tells you how many activities from which section are assigned by this date. Notice the due time is assigned, always the default time is by midnight, so 11:59 p.m. actually of the actual date. And it gives you the option to start right away. You can click there and start doing your activities, but very important, it gives you the estimate time that it will take you to do all of these activities. It seems like a lot. There a lot of activities here, but it should only take you about 4 hours and 50 minutes. Now, the due date doesn't mean you have to do all of the activities that day, on that day. Ideally, you will disperse them throughout the week. That's just the due date. By then, you must have all of them done, but you can manage your time and do them, dispersing them throughout the week, which is ideal. Ideally, you will listen to the materials and then do the activities that go with those materials that you've read or you've listened to. And actually, these activities that I've put here, they include also the tutorials or presentations. Here you will also see the class bulletin, where I will put notification, where you will see if there are any notifications or announcements, and if there is any extra practice. This is actually the book itself, the system itself includes here suggestions on extra practice if you need to practice more any of these. Let me actually go through the most important things. One is, how do you access your text? You go to Content, click on vText, Virtual Text, and this opens up this window. I'm going to actually make it big. And you have the option of seeing this as a 2-page view, or you can click on one page and you can see it as a one page. I'm going to go straight to page 1 of our book, which takes you directly to Lección 1, Hola, ¿qué tal? Lesson 1, Hola, ¿qué tal? Hello, how are you? And very quickly show you how every chapter opens up, the cover of each chapter opens up with a very quick overview of what you're going to be seeing in the chapter. Notice how this is color coded, and these colors will pretty much match the activities as they appear. I will show you in a second, as they appear in the section where you go to do your homework assignment. So this is just your textbook. So you will have a preparación where you're introduced to the vocabulary, and the pronunciation. Aventuras is a video that incorporates the vocabulary and also the grammar structures that the chapter covers. You have a culture section, a grammar section in green, and then finally each chapter ends up with a reading, a short reading. The one for the first chapter is just a list of phone numbers and of email addresses, and then you just have to read those and then just answer a few questions to check for comprehension. Now let me show you also something really cool that you can do from your vText. You can, let me go to 1 second to the very end of this chapter. At the end of this chapter, this is the very last page of chapter 1 of lesson 1, you find always a wrap-up which includes all the vocabulary that you have seen covered throughout the lesson. So not only the vocabulary that opens up the lesson, but then vocabulary that you see spread throughout the lesson. So this is really cool. But the cool thing is it has an icon that allows you to listen, so you can actually click.
Buenos días.
You can actually click on each word and you can repeat the vocabulary, and you're able to do this from your vText. Let me actually close the vText. And now, so remember to go to your vText, go to content and then vText, and that will open up your book. The other thing is activities. Also under content, click on activities, and this will take you to your homework activities. Now notice you have the option here. First of all, up here, you will only covering 4 lessons in this course. So here you can change from lesson to lesson, okay, up here. And then also if you go here, you can either see the activities that only those that have been assigned, or you can see all the activities. If you click on all the activities, you'll see all of them haven't been assigned. So let's leave it under all activities. Now I do try to assign a lot because you've paid a lot of money for this book, so you want to see to do as many as you can. Now it seems like a lot, and of course, as I showed you, they're assigned usually by Saturday, by the end of the week. So that doesn't mean you have to do all of them on the same day. I remind you about this, but you have to spread them out through the week, okay? They're very short activities. Once you start doing them, you'll see. Now notice how here you have a main menu that goes with Lección 1, and notice the color codes I mentioned before in your vText. So the red colors indicate that these are introductory sections. Preparación will show you the vocabulary and the expressions that we will cover in this chapter. Pronunciation, and the blue is the video. Cultura, these 2 sections here are related to cultura. All the green sections are linked to grammar. Then you have your reading, then the vocabulary, the wrap-up of the vocabulary, and then you have this cool repaso section, which means review. And these, like if I click now here, you see you have, if I allow you to, I have to actually give you access to these. You can actually take an oral quiz, which I will give you access so that you can take practice quizzes, an oral one, a vocabulary, a grammar, and a whole test that wraps up all aspects of the chapter. So this is a really cool section to have. But anyway, going back to preparación, just very quickly notice the items, the icons, that you have by certain activities, not all of them. And it's important for you to become familiar with what each icon means. This one means that there's a video here. This one, the mouse, means that this activity also appears in your vText. The headphones mean that there's an audio component, that's something that you will have to listen to. This icon here means that it will be an activity where you have to respond questions that a native speaker asks you. The native speaker is in a video, and then you have the possibility you will hear him asking questions, and then you record yourself. This apple means that this activity is instructor graded, so I will have to grade it. This icon here is a partner chat. Notice it's very similar to the virtual chat, only in this case when you click on it, it will open up and it will show you the classmates that are at the moment signed in, and you can choose one of them and then work on this activity with them. It means you require to work with a person from the class. And I will assign some of those because it's utterly important that for a language class that you actually interact with people. Notice this icon here, it's also an apple, but it's like stuck to a note, and that means that it's a note that I have included to try to help you with the activity, because I thought maybe the instructions were not clear or something was not clear, or I try to give you a hint. Not all the activity, I won't include notes in all of them, but some of them do include, and just be aware. Finally, down here we see a microphone. That means that activity will require for you to record something, and everything is possible with this platform. So it's just really, really cool. Make sure that you have headphones and you have a microphone built in, and you have all the technology that you will need for this course. So anyways, this is pretty much it. I will tell you in your calendar, okay, so for this week you need to do from preparación, such and such and such activity. But also you can just click there and see the due dates, and also in your dashboard, as soon as you log into the program, you can see what activities are due. So pretty much that walks us through these activities, and the vtext are the most important things you're going to find there, and you can explore other things yourselves by clicking there. The calendar is something else I want to show you, because you can also get a glimpse of the whole calendar, and you can see your homework assignment. Like your big first homework is this one due by Saturday, August 25th. Again, that's just the due date. You should spread out the activities throughout the week. It includes 31 activities, but here it shows you the estimated time that it should take you to complete all 31 activities. It's only 5 hours and 10 minutes. Now remember, every week I cannot assign you to work over 9 hours. The maximum for you to work for this class is 9 hours per week. That's the equivalent that our students work in a face-to-face course, and we have to meet that. So this is below the 9 hours, so we're good. There's another homework here. This is going to change actually, but you will, this very first homework that will be due on Tuesday is for you to actually, I will require for you to watch these videos, these introductory videos, and then take quizzes to make sure that you have watched them. But anyways, this calendar is again really cool because you can see at a glimpse what you're getting. Grades is where you can see what grades you're getting for your assignments, although the gradebook, the main gradebook for the course will be in D2L. So I'm not going to stop too much talking about that. Communication, this is where also you can go to see announcements, so also you can access those, remember, from your dashboard as soon as you log in. And also if there are any forums, you will be able to access them here. Now very quickly also, let me show you something. Let's go back 1 second to activities. Something I skipped. If you click on any activity, let's say you're doing this one, and let's say you don't understand what you're asked to do, or you don't understand one of these. Notice every activity includes a link to ask your instructor. If you click on this and you open it, first it will ask you to select what part of the exercise do you need clarification with. And then let's say you want clarification about the instructions, you would click on that, you would type your comment here, your question here, you click submit, and then this request will come to me, and then I can respond to you and let you know, give you an answer to your question. Or if you have trouble with one specific item within this activity, you can highlight that item in particular and then write here your comment and then submit. So you always can chat with me this way. You can ask me questions about the assignments. You can also, of course, use email. You can also use my online office hours, and you can also, of course, use this chat here. That will tell you if I'm available or not, or if I'm busy. Okay, so you can use this chat. There's also a helpline where that includes also a chat with an agent, so you can, or if you want to report a content problem or a technical problem, you can go here too, because sometimes, especially if there's a technical problem, I have nothing to do with the Supersite myself with Vista Higher Learning. I'm just using these materials in this class, so I won't be able to answer, but you can chat with an agent also if you have any questions. So that pretty much takes care of these, and we return to the activities. Please, if you have any questions about the Supersite, please don't hesitate to email me or to communicate with me. I will be posting another video on how to navigate through D2L, but most of the materials you will access through this Supersite. So it's very, very important that you become familiarized with it. Well, thank you very much for watching, and please do take the quiz that I have included alongside this video. Okay, adios, ciao.